Namaskar. Welcome to Yoga with Sapna, and this tutorial is on half inversions. So in case you're not doing the full inversions, which is the headstand, the handstand and the shoulder stand, then you're going to choose for many of these half inverted postures. And I'm going to show you 3 half inversions today, and if you choose whichever one you choose, it needs to be preceded by the shoulder stand against the wall, the supported shoulder stand. So let me show you that first. Again, now the supported shoulder stand, you're going to have your hips close to the wall, swing your legs up the wall and then raise the hips up, have your hands supporting the hips, and you're in this supported inversion, or you could have the hips resting on a bolster. So what this is achieving is, with the force of gravity, the blood is rushing down from the legs all the way up to the hips, but it's not coming really further down from here. It's settling in here, the blood is settling in here. So you do this posture first and then quickly come off and get into your half inversion, and this sends the blood now rushing from the hips all the way to the head. So you get the benefit of the full inversion. We are first doing the inversion where the blood rushes to the hips, and now as you invert the upper body from the hips through the torso all the way to the brain, you are managing to get the benefits of the full inversion. So this posture is called Prasarita Padottanasana. In this we have our legs in a wide stance, feet are parallel, and if we are not able to get the head down completely, we can use the support of the blocks and just hang the head down wherever it comes, it's absolutely fine. Or conversely, you could join the blocks and you could have the forehead resting lightly on the blocks and the hands on the floor. Or you could just have your hands or your fingertips on the floor, or catch the leg and keep the head hanging down. So that's your Prasarita Padottanasana, and the next half inversion is a posture called Parsvottanasana, in which one leg is turned out, one leg and foot is turned out 90 degrees, and you stretch and you lower down on that leg. So again, you can use the blocks on either side of the foot or the leg, and you can hang the upper body down, the torso down wherever it comes, or you could place your hands on your leg and then hang the torso down wherever it comes, as low as it comes, or you could just have the hands, palms or the fingertips resting on the floor or the mat, and then stretch the spine forward and hang the body down again as much as possible. Ideally, the final posture is if you can get the torso completely down on the leg. So again, your body is half inverted. And then another wonderful half inversion is your Parvatasana, mountain pose, or the downward facing dog, in which you start off with your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here you can shift your hands about 6 inches forward, tuck the toes under, and bring your body into this inverted V position. And then going into the deeper version, the Adho Muksha Anasana, or the downward facing dog, where you relax the lower back, exaggerate the lumbar curve, push into the floor, and then sink the head down all the way to the floor. So a nice long stretch in the spine now, and here again the upper body is inverted. But remember, to whatever extent you can do it is fine. The basic idea is that we are inverting the upper body, and with the force of gravity the blood is rushing from the hips, down the torso, through the shoulders into the arms, into the brain. So let's recap once again. Either you're doing the full inversions, which I've demonstrated in my other videos, which is the headstand, the handstand, or the shoulder stand. And if you're not doing any of those, then you're definitely doing one of these half inversions. So you're going to first do the shoulder stand against the wall and get that blood rushing from the lower extremities, from the feet all the way to the hips, and quickly follow it up by one of these 3 half inversions that I showed you to get the blood further flowing down from the hips all the way to the brain as we invert the upper body down. So don't miss the benefits of these fabulous postures, these inversions. And if you want to listen to all the benefits of inversions, I have that in a separate video. Do hear that as well, and get them happening in your routine, in your little exercise program. And I hope it was helpful. And goodbye. Namaskar.